Hello. Today we want to learn a little bit about the straps of the tefillin, the retzuot. The straps of the tefillin must be completely black on the outside. If you see that it starts peeling or the retzuah start taking out some dust of black out of it and now it's not as black, one must take a marker, the kosher marker for the retzuot, and paint it. Before he paints it, he should say L'Shem Kedushat Tefillin. Don't leave the retzuah white in any spot. Make sure that the retzuah, the strap, is also black. Sometimes it changes colors to brown within time. It gotta be black. That's halakha leMoshe Misinai. That's a very important halakha. Secondly, many times, since the retzuah, the strap, is leather, it becomes big. It stretches and becomes big. And when you put it on your head, it goes down under where the hair grows. The tefillin are kosher only if you put them above where the hair grows. A person that lost his hair should calculate and measure from the place that his hair grew before he lost the hair. But as I'm explaining, since the retzuah is made of leather and it stretches, it comes down, and therefore it would not be kosher under the hairline. Therefore, one should make the straps smaller, straps of Rosh smaller. If a person doesn't know how to do that, he should ask his local rabbi. Another question that could come up in a retzuot is that the retzuah, since you wear it around your hand and you stretch it and you constantly stretch that retzuah, many times it could become more narrow around the size, and therefore sometimes it could be not kosher. The size that's the minimum to have in order to be able to have a kosher retzuah is 9 millimeters, according to Rav Chaim Nai. Chazon Ish explains that it's 11 millimeters. Therefore, one should try to be strict, like the opinion of the Chazon Ish, since this is a mitzvah deoraita, a Torah obligation. One wants to be fulfilling his obligation according to all opinions. Sometimes the retzuah gets a little bit ripped, gets a small cut. When you get a small cut, there's a machloket in the poskim if it's kosher or not. Shai holds that it's not kosher since it can constantly open up, and just like a shofar, if you have some kind of cut on the shofar, it's cracked on the shofar. Eventually, the halakha says that within the blowing, it gets longer and bigger, and eventually you're not going to have the right shiur, the right measurement. The same thing with retzuah, says the Ben Ish Chai, that if you have such a cut or rip, eventually, since you constantly wear it and stretch it, it could get bigger and you lose. So therefore, it's not kosher from now. Others argue, the Mishnah Berurah and the Or Letzion argue and said that it's kosher as long as you have the measurement we explained before, which is 9 to 11 millimeters. Another way to solve this problem, says the Or Letzion, is just to round this retzuah like this, and now the cut disappeared. Just make sure that when you do that, you have enough of a shiur at that place over here, the shiur we mentioned before. It's really not nice to have such a retzuah cut like this. Therefore, if one is able, he should change that retzuah.